Hello friends, it's Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my craft room and my mess that I made today. Yeah, remember that clean desk I had in my video yesterday on my room tour? Yeah, I got stuff all over now. But that's how it is when you work in a journal or whatever, do paper crafting, and that's all good. It's all fun, right? So, guess what I haven't finished yet? My December daily. I left off with December 25th, and then it stopped. But I have plans for the rest of the month, right? So here's the 25th, which we did together. And then let's see. Yeah, this was the 25th. We did this page together. This is the 26th, which I just finished today, 26 and 27. For those 2 days, not much happened. I had, let's see, I had those days off from work. I just did some crafting and some cleaning around the house. And I think I went to one or two stores, maybe only one, for after Christmas sales and, quick in and out, really not much time shopping. So I really didn't want to do much shopping. I didn't need to. So anyway, 26 was, remember I'm doing tags for my family members. So the 26th was my youngest son's page. And so I used scraps to cover it. Same for, this is his girlfriend's page. And they're the reason I put her in here is they're not really engaged yet, but they're on that path, like they might be engaged soon, hopefully, within the next year. So they're pretty serious. So I put her in here. Hopefully she will be around, and I think she will. I'm just saying, if you're wondering why I put a girlfriend, she's not a family member, right? But she's might as well be, right? So anyway, this is his tag, and I made the taller tag from the previous masterboard where I was using up scraps. So this was part of the taller tags. So I covered it with scraps, and I have his information. Let's see. And I've been giving you a little bit of information on each of my family members, just like the fun stuff, right? So let's see. What can I tell you about my youngest son? Him and his girlfriend have together. He had a dog and 2 cats, and she had 3 cats. Oh, and she has a bunny too. Oh, I didn't put the bunny on here. I need to add the bunny. But anyway, between the 2 of them, they have 5 cats, 1 dog, and a bunny. How can I forget the bunny, right? Anyway, his hobby is drifting. That's a car thing where you kind of race your car and then you spin it around. They have drifting competitions around here in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. They do it all over the United States, really, California, all over the world, Japan. They really do. If you never heard of it, it's a thing. Favorite color, blue. Favorite candy, Kit Kat bar. Favorite food, pizza. Can you believe that? That's like 4 of my family members have their favorite food is pizza. And then, yeah, so that's his info. And oh, let me show you this picture. This is a Christmas picture they took together, him and his girlfriend. And she's holding 2 cats. He's holding 2 cats. There's their dog, Jazzy, who I was watching for a while, the husky, little husky. She's like a mini husky. And there's the other cat sitting on a little cat bed right there. So, yeah, I was like, when they came over, or when we got together for Christmas, or one of the times we got to get together this month, I said, I wonder if you guys could ever get a picture of all your animals together. The bunny is not there, actually, is it? Yeah, the bunny stays in a cage, so maybe they didn't want to get her out. But anyway, yeah, and it said, so this is how they handled it, because I was like, that would be pretty hard to get 5 cats together, right? And dog all together and stand still or whatever, sit still. So that's how they handled it. She held 2, he held 2. There's the dog standing in front of them. Kind of looked like she turned around there, and they just did the best they could, and they got them all in the picture, except for I don't see the bunny. So anyway, hers is here, covered with scraps. The numbers are from a calendar. My calendar is done now from December, so I just cut those days out. I liked using different numbers this year. And so here's her tag. I made another master board. The backing on these is in fly leaf. So, and it was a thick paper, just thick, nice paper, really. So I wanted to, it even has like a pebble finish kind of almost. So yeah, I did another master board on that paper. It was just a book page, so it's smaller. So that's why these tags are smaller, but I got 3 tags out of it. used up some scraps. So her information, what can I tell you about her? You already know the pet situation. Her hobby is, I would say, crafting. Favorite food, pizza. Favorite candy, Reese's peanut butter cups, or Reese's, maybe any kind of Reese's. She just said Reese's. Okay, so that's her page. So the next two pages are going to be my mom and dad. I had them on the list. I don't know if I ever mentioned I was going to put them in here, but my mom and dad's going to be there. These 2 pages. Then it's going to be New Year's Eve. Let's see, wait a minute. Let me see. This is 26, 27. 28 and 29 will be my mom and dad. 30th and 31st. And I still have, in this signature, after I do the 31st, which New Year's Eve, I usually write down my goals and accomplishments for 2021 accomplishments. What goals did I set last year that I reached, things like that. And then my goals. So that will take up the rest of this signature. But I have a whole signature left here. So I thought, well, what can I do? Can I fill this up, I don't want to panic here, but I have a lot of pages left. And I counted them. I think there's about 15 or 16 in here. I was like, well, that's a lot of pages. So since this is so full and chunky with just this, imagine if I filled this up, it would be like that, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. I don't mind it. I think it's really cool, actually. But I thought, well, why just try to use up these pages? Maybe I'll just take this out and use it in next year's journal, right? So I already untied, there was a little bow here, and I had put a little kind of charm on it. This one right here I was trying to use up. I had it in here. It says give thanks, but I thought it was so cute. It's just one of those little metal frame tags. And it's stamped on there with this. It says give thanks. It has the strings. And I had that tied on here, so I already took that off. So I thought I would go ahead, and I thought, well, I could just cut this, but why don't I just see, because this is wax cord, and I think, is this wax cord? Yeah, this is wax cord, so this is pretty easy to undo with a little, this is my awl I use for, when I'm binding. So I thought, why don't I just see if I can, because I've done this many times before where I've didn't like something about my knot here or whatever, or my knots, and I just kind of poke it with this little tool and it comes loose. So I thought, if you've never done this before, I would show you how I do it. Just kind of loosen it up if I can. Oh, see, this is just going to pull out. See, that's the wax cord. It just pulls out. Okay, let's see this now. Let's see how we can loosen this up. Okay, it's yeah, it's under there. So I think we should just be able to pull this out now. The only problem is that I covered the, where I sewed in the pamphlet, or sewed in the signatures with this lace. So we'll see if it'll pull out. Even though I've glued this down with fabric tack, we'll see if this will still pull out, or will I have to cut it. So let's just see how it goes here. Let's see. So see if it was, if this lace wasn't here, I'd pull from this side and pull here and pull there, but I have to kind of do all the pulling from this side. So I might have to end up cutting the string, but which is not a big deal. I just thought if I could save it, that would be cool. But if I can't, and this seems to be like, right now it's kind of going through the other string. Let's try this one. See if this is going to work at all. It might not, and it's like looking like it's going to be kind of impossible. Okay, well, I know I can get it out if I cut it. I just wanted to see, and I thought you might be interested. Anyway, you saw how I got the knot out. If you ever need to retie your knot, that's, I do that all the time. If I think it's too loose or something, I'll take it out and redo it. Well, those are not my fabric. Those scissors are not as sharp as these, so let's take these out. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to save this one, the signature, for next year. This is my own personal journal, so I can do whatever I want, right? So is this going to actually come out now that I've cut it? Oh, see, there it came out. Okay, there's a little piece here. Let's see if this will come out at all yet. I might have to cut it up here now. Yeah, so I already have one signature for my journal next year. And this journal this year took up 2 signatures. So this way I will have 2 signatures already made for next year. All I have to do is make my cover. And there I go. Okay, so let's see. That's it. That's it. Okay, so it's out. That easy. There you go. I'll put this away for next year. See, here's my other signature I have for next year. This was some signatures I made. I think I made them last year or something, and then I didn't use them. I said that before. I just had made them in previous years and never used them. So actually what I can do is see how many pages are in these now. Kind of like rearrange the pages if I want, and just kind of even it up, whatever. If there's more in here, I can move some over here, and then there I go. I have my signatures for next year, and I just need to make a cover, which will be fun, just to make the cover and be ready to go, right? And there's already ephemera in there, in the pockets and things, so really ready to go. So now this is not going to be any more chunky than this, really. And it doesn't look like it's missing anything either, especially with this over here. You can't see that the strings are, you know, instead of, you know, evenly spaced signatures now with a string in the middle, strings on each side, you can't see that I took one out. You know, you get the picture. So I think that's it for this video until I get my parents' information. And I'll come back and show you, either I'll come back and show you their pages and my New Year's Eve and December 30th page, or I'll just come back and do a flip through. But I would like to encourage anyone out there that's in the same boat as me right now, where you haven't finished it. Maybe you got thrown off by Christmas, you know, busy time, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, busy time maybe. And I would encourage you to go ahead. Don't give up on it now. Go ahead, finish up. You'll be glad you did next year, or whenever years to come, when you look back. If you do the whole year, is what I'm saying. I do the whole, you know, I mean the whole month. If you do the whole month, some people stop at, I know, on Christmas Day, and that's fine. I just like, you know, to finish out the month and just do something for every day of the month. So she's looking pretty chunky. I'll see you all in my next video. I'm going to be, I think I'm going to go through, I have some journals that I started and then I just didn't know what I wanted to do. There's about 4 or 5 covers I got ready, kind of, like I cut them apart, but then I never did anything with them. So I might go ahead and finish those. I really would like to get them out of this basket I have over here, and I've had it there for like over a year. So I really would like to get those done and do something with them, and just see what I can do and to finish up those projects. So thanks for watching today. Look for those, if you have some unfinished projects, you can do them along with me. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day and happy crafting.